Okay. All right, guys. Welcome back to a morning edition of Frictionless. If you don't remember, my name's Adam, but I go by Frictionless. And I have a suite of apps and SaaS applications that collectively earn in the mid 40K per month. So not too bad. And most of those applications are developed using Vibe coding. I used to be a developer way back when, and it's definitely something, I'm actually incredibly grateful that I was a developer because that is exactly what has helped me to kind of get jumping into this. I want to code with you guys today on Drivel, which is something that I'm calling the most hated app that you guys will ever experience. It's a location-based social network. Think like Reddit and Foursquare had a baby, but with a lot of big, potentially controversial differences. Okay, and I'll get into those. So I want to give you guys just a quick. Let's just look at what Drivel is looking like right now. Let's make sure we're streaming. I think we are. Yep. Okay. So let's go ahead and take Drivel for a spin. I was actually playing around with it this morning and had some issues right off the bat, unfortunately. The issue I had was right here. You can kind of see it, and that was whenever somebody left a post with an image inside of a place, it wasn't getting correctly saved. So I'm going to go ahead and try it again. I'm going to go on my mobile. We're going to go ahead and say new thread with image, blah, 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 blah. Choose file, take photo. We'll take this photo. Actually, let's take this photo. There we go. Nice, good one. You guys are going to love that. Post. Now, I wonder if so it says uploading. What? Okay, so that's interesting. It actually worked. So I think there's a bug there. We can go ahead and resolve that bug, though. Yep, it did get that. God, what is it? What a terrifying photo. So we do need to get the aspect ratio stuff working. Let me see. I had an issue on mobile where I had a slow connection, and I made a post, and I think made a post on a place, and the image didn't get uploaded. I suspect it had started, but no. To determine. By the way, if you guys don't know, we're using GPT-5.6 Sol again today, which I think is pretty exciting. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's update this. We got to make sure we update this. Let's go ahead and do this. Day 10. All right. If an image was selected, but it's uploaded fails or times out, should the post be prevented from block and retry? Yep. Should unfinished post text survive closing the composer or remove composer only? I think. We'll give that a shot. Let's try that. What's up, guys? Here in the studio. Subscribe today and jump on the live right now. You can tell we're in the studio and we are vibe coding Drivel, the app that you are absolutely going to hate, and everybody told me not to build. But if you want to watch me build it, you can. Hope to see you there. All right. What's really nice about 5.6 is that it gives you a lot of information about the build, much more so than just 4.8. And I think that's actually really easy. I'm going to post something. We're just doing a little postity post that we're going live. Join me building an app you'll hate live with GPT Sol. It's got soul, baby. Let's do soul. There we go. We got our setup. We got our Panera coffee, if you can even call it that. I've been told that it's not coffee, but I have their sip club. And I don't know if you guys are kind of turned on to the sip club, but I gotta say it's a great value for, I think it's like $11 a month, unlimited coffee. But here's the best part. So I run to Panera every day from my home. It's only a couple miles away, and it is just the best. So let's do some ASMR breakfast snack eating. Let's try this. What does that sound like? I bet it's awful. These are good. Quest. Sponsored by. Just kidding. Quest cheesy crackers. Not too bad. That's today's fuel. While we're here, we're going to take a quick look at what else we need to get done today. So we want to get the avatar working. That's an issue I had, is that the user's avatar is not updatable. Unlimited feed scroll, that's huge. Mobile friendly page is not a drop down. Delete pages or abandon pages, that's important. So we'll get some of that stuff running. All right. Man, this is interesting. Look at those. I don't normally see this much back and forth. I'm not sure if this is a Sol thing or if this is a VO thing. By the way, if you're not, if you don't know, this is VO. I am a top 1% creator on VO. Between my two accounts, I think I have about 40,000, maybe a little bit more, 40,000 prompts. I mainly started last year in mid-2025. So between mid-2025 and now, I think I actually have more prompts than their like chief evangelist over there. Reliable mobile post image uploads. Select now, show explicit ready uploading. Okay, we can try this. So we'll go ahead and open it. We'll go ahead and open it, and we're going to do a quick image upload and then like a very fast save to see if we can block it. So we'll jump into here. Allow. And then let's make sure we're going mobile. This is what I did. New thread. Thread. Okay, so what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and choose something and then very quickly post. Okay. That's the blocking that we wanted. I'd say that's pretty good. Now, if I'm a user, I do want the ability to delete my thread, so let's just knock that out really quick. If I'm the owner of a thread, I'd like the ability to delete it. Similar to Reddit, that means it's around but will show deleted, and people give me your best advice on this. What did it say? I recommend Reddit style soft deletion, not removing the database row. Preserve the thread ID comment tree votes. Such fields deleted at. Hide the original title, body, image, and author from public response. Deleted with an explanation like delete by its offer. Keep comments readable and allow existing comments length. Yep, perfect. Do it. We are going to a concert tonight, and so I want to knock out this my work this morning. And I also noticed that I just felt really up to doing it. I had my first coffee of the morning, and it's just like, life is easy, man. Might as well get it, I don't want to say out of the way, but like get it started. I actually really enjoy this. But the thing I'm the most excited about is just getting this into people's hands. So we'll go ahead and put delete right under here, very similar to Reddit. I don't think that does anything, and then saves, I'm not sure. Look at that guy. That is a sight for sore eyes. Man, it has taken some time to think about this. I think that this is just a difference between the way this is handled on 5.6 and Sol. I think we just have that difference. I'm leaning over here because I'm really hoping that the mic isn't catching it, but I fear that it is. But I'm so fucking hungry. Remember Anchorman where he was like, milk was a bad idea? Maybe we need to say crunchy stuff was a bad idea, unless you're, I guess, making some sort of a ASMR video, and I can go, hi, everybody. Hi. I don't know. All right. Had a database backend soft delete. This is weird. Okay. Did that work? I don't feel like it deleted it, though. I mean, all right, we'll just say add the delete action to the ellipses menu on the feed as well. I think I might have just added it in this splash. Like if you go into the place, it might have just added it here. Nope, didn't add it anywhere. Maybe if it's in the thread. Nope, just a report. Oh, because I'm not logged in. God, I'm stupid. Okay. Let's try logging in. Do we think it's under here? Allow all visited site. Come on. Still nothing. Okay. So we're logged in and it doesn't have it. Okay. I do like this little guy. I might make him part of the I think I'm gonna make him part of the login screen if I can find it. Oh. Nope. Nope. None of those. Let's see. Me. This, but without the text for drivel IO, and also match this guy. Let's capture our little ghost guy, who, by the way, absolutely needs a name, don't you think? I think he needs a name. All right, let's see where we put our delete. I gotta figure that out. Dude, it's taking its time this morning. Holy moly. I guess while we're here, we can start thinking about the avatar. So there is no avatar. It is interesting. Did you see the A up here? It's like it wanted to do it. So we'll just start preloading this. On mobile, the avatar, there we go. Perfect. On mobile, the avatar has a drop down, but this is difficult to use on mobile. Need to rethink that. All right, we're still trying to get this thread deletion capability. Let's just see. Add delete action to delete field ellipsis menu. Okay. So that should work. So I go into here, if I go into splash pad, I just have a report thread. Oh, okay. Not logged in. Now let's try. Delete thread. Hey. Delete thread. Delete thread. Hey. Cool. Delete thread. Hey. Nice. Okay. So let's refresh, make sure that's not still there. It just says deleted, deleted, deleted. So I think deleted threads should not show up in our feed, but we need to explain that. Man, I need some more caffeine. All right, let me see. We're going to check some RLS stuff before we do that. I do want to clean this up. I've been noticing that this header card thing isn't really functioning the right way. And yes, we are still using Sol, by the way. It is fast, and it is furious so far. Let's take a look at what else we got. So avatar working, mobile friendly page with the drop down. Let's get that working. So soft deleted threads are excluded from ranked home and place feeds. All right, so let's get a home. Sweet. All right, we no longer have our like thread. It's exactly what we wanted to do. All right, so now let's get our avatar dropdown working. I'll just demonstrate the issue that we had really quick here. If I go to our avatar on mobile, I have to like click it to make this thing, and that's just a heavily, I guess, non-mobile way of doing stuff. So we're gonna change that. So let me see, avatar mobile friendly. So I'm going to go ahead and go into shipgrid.io here, and I want to move this FT13, which is my admin, place delete. We did that yesterday. I'll show that to you really quick. Let me see, which mobile account should bottom sheet, sure. So yesterday what we did is we actually built out the admin screen, and I'll show it to you really quick. Why is that? So if we go to sign in, this is the page I actually want to address. Replace a mobile avatar dropdown with an existing Shade CM bottom sheet. Show account identity, score context, preserve the current. Yep. I think the majority of that looked right. We can always modify that later. And here's admin. And so inside of admin, this is obviously only going to be, well, maybe not obvious. This is only going to be available if you're, you know, somebody on the admin side of things, but you can change all the places and everything. Which actually begs an interesting question. So let's say you let's say you've claimed a place. If you have claimed the place, what degree do you have access to the things inside of that place? I don't know the answer to that yet. That's kind of what we're trying to figure out. Let's see what we've got over here. I think that let me see. I want to make the side of the login screen look like this and use that as a background on mobile. So we're going to use our little ghost with our ghost flag. Touch friendly bottom sheet. What the sheet? Why the sheet's not. Let's get this cranking while we're trying to do that. No, not sign in. Come on. Come on. Come on. So if we go here, let's pretend like we're mobile. Bottom sheet. Yeah, that's definitely the right way to do it. I like that. And then we got to figure out where avatars are coming from. So let's just see how our avatars being created. Right. Right now, it's just showing as gray. So I don't think avatars are going to do anything inside of the app. Like, I don't think that you're going to see an avatar as people post just because they're so small. Oh, I love that. Look at that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Pretty happy. And then I had said on mobile, I wanted to make that the background. Did we do it? Kind of. Yeah, a little bit. It's not bad looking. Yeah, look at this little guy. Planting a flag wherever he wants to. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's remove the ship grid widget snippet. Just for now, it's a little bit distracting on desktop as we're developing. I do not like that. Hello? I can't tell if it's refreshing. I can't tell what it's doing. Let's try sign in. What's it saying? Appearance comes from the avatar fallback, semantic, BG mini back. No initials are visible, loaded as a plain gray asset. Yeah, so I think that's our issue. Sign in. Yep. Still just plain gray. Weird. That is not that tasty. I think our coffee machine is not happy with us right now. What else are we trying to do over here? Let's take a look. So where should avatars come from? Where do babies come from? So I'm trying to ask VO to see if it can figure out like where avatars should come from. I mean, I guess let's take a look at Reddit on my other screen over here. How do they do? I mean, you know, with Reddit, you do have like a better avatar setup. I guess I just don't want to go that far. You know, it'd be really funny. This would be so funny. Is that what if we used Fable? Oh man, now I'm thinking about it. You know how Reddit has their little I forget what its name is, but the little like Reddit guy. This isn't interesting. Yeah, let's use Fable to come up with like a whole avatar customizer. You want to do that? All right, let's get this working first. Remove the ship grid widget. Yeah, okay. I'm still getting a. So we're gonna bail on the avatar. We're gonna say in review, mobile friendly page, not a drop down. Did that. Unlimited feed scroll. Okay. I want to support unlimited feed scrolling, please craft that out. I want to see how it suggests that we do it, you know? Let's see what its plan is. Excuse me. I want to see what its plan is. Which feed should automatically load more posts as the user scrolls home and place? How should recovery work? Inline retry. Yep, that's how Reddit does it. I do have some concerns about this. There's a platform out there, but I don't think that they work anymore. It's called like GetStream or something like that. I got to look it up. And basically, they specialize in that Reddit-style stream or IG-style stream and algorithm, and they've figured out the whole back end, or at least that's what they say. Offset-based pages, duplicating posts, and resetting times. Okay, sure. And then while we're doing that, I'm going to start typing up what I want Fable to do. I'd like to create a unique... Let's look over here first. Sort of card tells people. I also wanted to create the marketing page, which I haven't been able to do yet. Let's see. But, what is a good... GeoAppify. Easy free API, free tier and commercial use limits. So what's the cost structure? Free 10,000 a day. It's not bad. I'd be willing to try that. So essentially what we want to do is we want to allow people to claim POI, like points of interest, but not force them to have for it to be a point of interest. Let's see what they have. Maps, stagnant maps. Oh, that's kind of interesting because address, autocomplete, geodecoding, postcode, places API. Boundaries. Oh, boundaries will be interesting. So some boundaries I wanted to get are neighborhoods. Yeah. Let's see. So it gave me boundaries, right? To get a response part of. Awesome. Actually, that's so close to what we wanted. All right, so it gave me, what did it give me? So I'm in Ashburn, and it's saying you're part of what? I don't get it. Feature and feature type polygon. Polygon consist of one? What? What? 1,000 meters, let's just say center point. The big question is, can you give me my neighborhood? So we're, okay, here we go. So we're part of Loudoun County, which is true. Then we're part of Virginia, which is true. And then we're part of, we don't have neighborhoods. So, I mean, I guess technically language is, yeah, we're going to have to come back to that. What I do like, though, this GeoAppify. I do like GeoAppify. And there. ISO lines. What are ISO lines? Geometry. Okay, no, I don't need that. Places API, place details API. There we go. Okay. By clicking on the map, from address, by place. Place details, lat lon. Sick. Okay, so this is really close to what we need. So here's what we're going to do. What are we going to do? We are going to show me places that I might be near that are unclaimed. So for right now, I'm actually going to add a explore or a nearby. Let's do a nearby. Yeah, we'll do nearby. So implemented unlimited scrolling for the home. Let's see if that works. Pages loaded 10 item pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Load more posts. Load more posts. You're all caught up. Cool. All right. So that's good. It's good enough. It's not going to work in production, but that's okay. Now I'd like to implement, what's it called? Place Appify? Geo Appify. POI. Look up near the person we want to show claimed and let's see, unclaimed places. For now, I want a new navigation item called, what do I want to do? I think I just want a navigation item called unclaimed. Actually, let's just do nearby. Let's do nearby. We'll add it to nearby. I like the GeoAppify POI lookup near the person and want to show unclaimed places on the nearby screen. All right, so we're probably going to have to go ahead and get a key, which I'll go ahead and do right now. Log in. This thing looks old as fuck, but you know what? If it works, it doesn't matter. Create a project, generate a key. Create a project. Drivel. Choose an API. What do I want? I want places API, and I want place details. What does place details give me? I should have figured that out. Place details, building. Sure, give me the place details of the 7-Eleven. Oh, okay. You know what? I actually don't really need place details. I just need the place. Places API. So we'll look at, what are we going to look at? Search by bounding box. Choose categories. Sure, commercial search. Okay. Okay, that's what we want. What should happen when somebody taps an unclaimed GeoAppify place? Open pre-filled. How should an GeoAppify be presented? Wait. How should existing drivel places in separate sections? Yep. Which POI category should the first version request? Public venues. Let's just say all places. Look up use a GeoAppify API key. Yes, request key. All right. So let me go ahead and dump in my API key. So this will be interesting because this is now going to show me places that are unclaimed. But I also want to be able to tie one of our places to a GeoAppify place. So we'll have to see how that works. Something went wrong. No. Okay. Super weird. So this is going to be interesting because this is probably one of the more controversial pieces that just allows you to literally claim anything you want to. So we need to find a way to tie a drivel place into a geoapify place as well. And this does allow commercial use, so I should be okay. 3,000 credits per day. It's pretty good. All right, add optional source external field and uniqueness protection to places. Create a validated server only nearby endpoint using, okay. Broad useful place, already claimed or will exclude legacy name and coordinate. Okay, let's try it. So this will give us points of interest that are near us that are unclaimed. We're going to have to place a limit on how many places you can claim in a day. My thinking is probably 1 place per day, max. I mean, we don't want people just like spamming things, or do we? I'm a little bit bummed that the boundaries API does not show documentation. Neighborhoods. I'm bummed that it doesn't show neighborhoods. Let's try again over here. Boundaries API docs. Let's see, part of endpoint, boundaries, let's just say about. So the part of endpoint versus the consists of endpoint. Okay. So let's try. Let's go to our boundaries API. I know you can't see this. I'm doing this on the other screen. Boundaries API, playground, and then I want part of. Yeah, part of 4. Accuracy 1,000 meters, just say center point is part of the United States. Yeah. Virginia. That's it. Not very useful. There was another API service that I had used previously when I was just hunting around for it, and it actually did show neighborhoods, so it knew that like the neighborhood was Lansdowne or something like that. But they wanted a lot of money for that data, and I don't think it was really worth it. But I am excited that we're getting this POI, point of interest mapping. I'm looking at these, and I'm just like, I'm so hungry, but I saw what it sounded like on the meters when I was eating this, and I think it's probably disgusting. So I'll save you from that. Come on. Taking our time. I guess really what I should do is add, let's see, hook up to get I think our unlimited feed scroll is done. Maybe. Dude, this is taking forever. I think we need to do a Fable run where we just have it put together an entire avatar, like, creator switcher thing. Like, just for shits and giggles, not even for any sort of, like, good reason. What do you think? Add optional shape external. Dude, we already did that. I don't understand why it's asking me to do it again. That's weird. I don't understand. All right, come on. I think it's having an issue because the API key isn't the correct API key. So we'll have to resolve that. Discovery on the nearby screen now securely fetches nearby unclaimed places, filters claimed, duplicate, supports radius and category matching. All right. So I guess the path that I want to mess around with right now is claiming a nearby place that is unclaimed, but it's a point of interest. So again, I go next to a Panera, it's a point of interest, I claim that. That's kind of what I'm going for. So to get to it, we go to nearby. And then what? It says community places, but I don't see nearby. Maybe I have to log in. Do I have nearby places? Community places? No. Okay, so I'm not seeing any. I'm going to give it my key again. Man, a good old-fashioned UUID for a key. You don't see that often. Oops, sorry about that. I am biting at the bit to do a sort of avatar customizer thing similar to Reddit's, but just because I want to exercise Fable and see what it puts together. Value remains server side. Okay, so I'm not seeing the section in nearby. Right, so if I go nearby, am I seeing it? I don't think so. I saved you guys and I ate that while it was muted. Let's see what we got. It's gonna be nice and warm today. I'm excited. Go see a concert tonight. Nice show. It'll be a good time. Interesting. After browser location permission, I'm using the default. Okay. Interesting. So I guess we didn't have our browser working. So location block, no, allow. And then let's go, we don't need to sign in, we just need nearby. There we go, unclaimed nearby. Lansdowne Resort and Spa. So let's claim Lansdowne Resort and Spa. That'll be kind of interesting. So if I claim the place, our bounce back does not work, by the way. So after you log in, it 100% does not take you back. So we'll say claim place, enter place name, parent place, boom, 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 boom. Use my location. Did you mean this? Okay. So when I'm claiming a place, I need to make sure. All right. If I claim a place from a POI, I want to confirm that you are storing the POI ID uniquely so nobody else can claim that. Let's see if that works. And then what I might do is I might just leave for like an hour and let Fable dunk on a freaking avatar creator thing. I do want to change my little guy. Let's do this. Let's say new image. That'll be that guy. Nice. Nice. There we go. Is you working? So what does it say? Yes, GeoFFI claims are protected at database level. Each claimed place stored source equals GeoFFI external ID, personal index. Okay. I'd like to show this on the claim place screen so we know it's locked to that. Also, we need to prevent name changes if they are claiming a geo place. I should not be able to claim Panera and rename it to the worst sandwiches ever. It's probably not a good idea. Controversial, yes. Accurate, no. I love this little guy. Come on, baby. All right, how far did we get? So the claims, it says the claim screen now. So you're gonna force me to log in, sure. Let's take a look at that. So if I'm logged in, let me log in. I still hate that. Log in, claim. Okay. So we'll go nearby. Now it should show me nearby. Oh, did I already claim? Why is it showing me New York? That's super weird. That's not accurate at all. What? Weird. All right, well, let's claim Alexander Hamilton. So this is, okay, so we got that. Okay. I mean, kind of, right? I mean, that kind of works, but I don't understand why location's not working. This is automatically blocked. That's why. Let's try that again. There we go. That's where I really am. Okay, Lansdowne Resort and Spa, claimed. Should not be able to change it. Should not be able to set a parent place, probably. And then I do want to add an image here. For our image, let's go ahead and see if this works. Okay, weird. Super weird. Use my location. We need to clean this up like massively. I know that. But for right now, we'll just say that's Lansdowne. Redirecting. And so this should now pop into my places, which it did. And then I should be able to, let me refresh, make sure it just preserves that. Nice. So now we have POI claiming, which is kind of neat. This is probably the controversial feature, I guess, if you were to think about any of them. What do we have? One Loudon, Splash Pad, Little Park, Panera. And then let's look at dark mode. Dude, dark mode is bussin'. Unclaimed nearby. I don't love how that looks. Let's make that easy change. Where is my, let me go into my ChatGPT image where I created that. If I can find it. Okay. Give me a layout for when we don't have images yet, but the user is able to claim images near them. I don't like this, by the way. Like I don't think the card looks good. It's not what I wanted to get to. I think this looks better. But I really also have to figure out, like, is this a, like, what's missing? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, what's missing. I think what's missing is this is black, but the card is really not. We'll have to debug that. Okay. Well, I think we got a pretty solid setup here. So we got our unlimited feed scroll done. We got our mobile-friendly profile page. We got our avatar working, and then we got some admin stuff. We also got API data. I think we're good, man. So I'm going to put these into completed, and we're going to tell the whole world. It's interesting that it says there's 18 items. There's not. There's 4. Another awesome release integrated fill POI claiming. So hit that. We'll post that joint. And then we're going to go ahead and pop that in. Awesome. Thanks everybody for joining me. I will see you tomorrow.